Yeah. Yeah.
How are you?
Tell me, Captain, how come this wolfling is attacking his own kin?
They say blood's thicker than water, but sometimes I wonder. Look at our king and Sigismund.
So what's the cause of your conflict with wolfling?
Nothing in particular, just that he's a ruffian, a treacherous bastard, and a bandit. No wonder the whole Camber clan is cursed.
How are you related?
Milota, Wolfin, and I have the same great-grandfather, Urban, Baron of Oleshna.
How do you mean?
Like I said, Wolfin's grandfather married Countess Barbara of Hall, only instead of getting rich,
What, all at the same time?
all in one night.
And you believe that?
Depends how you look at it. Wilhelm wasn't a bad man while he was in his right mind, but he was terrible. As for Wolfen, word came that he died in Silesia. Then, one day, he...
What do we do now?
First, we have to find out where those Horsens are holed up. So someone should go to those places and find out what they can.
Isn't it dangerous?
About as dangerous.
Yeah, I suppose you're right, sir.
One is uphill from Neuhof, right by the woods. One... God be with you.
God save you, Henry!
Leave me be. I want to sleep.
My humble greeting.
Captain Bernard sent me. It's about that attack.
Well, they came, took everything they could, and rode off again. I don't know what else I can tell you.
We're trying to catch up with that gang, so I need to hear every detail you can tell me.
What do you want to know?
How many of them were there?
2 or 3. I'm not sure. My head's still in a spin.
Which way did they go?
I don't know. I wasn't watching. My husband made me hide indoors, and I only saw them through the window.
So your husband was outside?
Yes, he tried to parley with them.
What did they take?
Not much. We haven't a pot to piss in, which I told them in no uncertain terms as soon as they came here.
So you're telling me they came here, you told them there was nothing worth taking, and they just rode off again, without further ado?
More or less.
But just a while ago, you told me you were indoors the whole time.
Yes, I was. Mostly.
So were you inside or outside? Did you talk to them or not?
Well, like I say, it was confusing. I don't remember much.
Look here, I'm not sure what happened here, but I can't shake the feeling you're holding something back.
No, it's just, it all happened so quickly. I'm still bewildered from it all.
I'm the one who's bewildered. Let me make one thing clear. Those bandits are led by Sir Wulflin, Baron of Camberg, and he's not just some common outlaw. If we don't catch him, there'll be hell to pay. So you better speak up, no matter what happened here.
Lord Jesus, why must we be persecuted so?
So, what really happened here?
First, promise me you'll get rid of them.
That's exactly what I'm here for.
They came a few days ago, took a pig and a sack of apples. We put up no resistance. I noticed one of them had an injured leg, so I offered to treat it for him.
That was very Christian of you, considering they came to rob you.
All I cared about was that they wouldn't kill us.
Go on. What happened then?
They rode off, and I prayed we'd seen the last of them. Only the same evening, they came back again. One of them had been wounded, and they wanted me to take a look at him. They gave me some coin and took me to their camp. And in the morning I came home again.
So you know where they're camped? I'd like you to lead me there.
I won't go to their camp, no. But I know of a place where you'll have a good view of it.
That'll do me.
Goodbye. I'm not going any further. If they saw me, I'd be done for. The camp's not far away in this direction.
Thanks. And don't worry, I'll deal with those bastards.
I pray you do.
Looks like I found it. I'd better get back and report to Captain Bernard.
Yeah. Good day.
I found that encampment.
Ah, I'm glad to hear it. Is it far?
Not really.
How many men did you see?
Around 10.
Same as us. Well, now we'll see if my cousin is really as tough as they say. Otherwise, he'll be swinging tonight from the Rattay ramparts.
Wouldn't it be better to parley with them, sir?
Parley with robbers? You must be out of your mind, lad.
I gave Sir Hanush my word I'd look out for his men, and I intend to keep it. So it's my duty to advise a parley.
You're going to advise me?
You're not seeing straight, Captain. No wonder, since Wolfland's your kin. Please, just grant me one thing. Let me go and parley. I'll find out more, and maybe we can settle everything without losing any men.
You want to parley? Listen, Henry, you can't rely on Wolfland to act honorably. There's every chance you won't come back.
Don't worry. I know it's a risky business, but have you got anyone better for the job?
No, I'm sorry to say I haven't. Wolfland's a conceited bastard. If he knows you come from me, he'll receive you just for a chance to tell me to go to hell. I'll give you a livery with my coat of arms, so it's clear you're my messenger. And you'll have to go unarmed.
Thank you, Captain. I'll do my best.
I hope so. Try and come back in one piece. I don't want to explain to Sir Radzig why I sent his favorite into a robber baron's camp unarmed. God be with you. Yeah. Hey, you! What do you want?
I'm Captain Bernard's envoy. I'm here to parley.
Why should I trust you?
I'm unarmed. What harm can I do?
That's true. And you're wearing Sir Bernard's colors. Suppose I should take you to Sir Wolflin. But if you try any tricks, you'll regret it. Understood?
You have my word.
I want a rope here.
Who do we have here? What's your name, boy?
Henry, I'm a messenger from...
I know. From my beloved cousin, Sir Bernard of Aleshna. So, what exactly is your message?
Fucking weather, fucking tents, fucking camp. I've had enough of this shit.
I heard some interesting tales about you. They say your family is cursed.
So Bernard's been telling those stories again. How my Aleshna cousins do love to gossip.
So your father didn't have...
Yeah.
What?
I'm gonna
A twisted mouth? Aye.
What else is there?
Looked like it was run over by a wagon. And he was born with 4 siblings and none of them lived. True. But they always leave one thing out of that fairy tale.
What's that?
That my grandmother was one of 5 babes and her mother one of 4. That's how it goes in that family. And then that talk of the witch. Pah! My grandma couldn't wait to marry my grandfather and give him children.
I'm gonna get soaked. What else is there to do here? Cap like fury.
Why do you want to hurt the Lords of Aleshna?
That bastard Melota stole villages that belonged to my father. I was in Poland when my father died, and Melota convinced everyone I was dead too.
But you came back though, didn't you?
I came back. But Melota bribed a priest to testify that my father made him a deathbed confession. That bastard swore my father told him he was possessed, and so was his son, me. So they think I rose from the dead and I'm a warlock. They won't hear my claim.
How sweet it is, a robber's life.
That's unfortunate. But surely the courts of the king wouldn't believe a story like that.
Maybe not, but the king's in captivity, and none of the nobles have time for courts. No one will hear my case, and by the time this turmoil is over, everyone will have forgotten about me.
Making strife, how sweet it is, a robber's life.
We offer you safe conduct out of this domain if you leave everything you stole from Sir Hanish's subjects and pay 60 groschen in compensation.
That's a very generous offer. But tell me, why should I accept?
What she did? I need.
Your quarrel is with Melota, not with Bernard. And certainly not with Sir Hanish, whose estates you're pillaging.
So?
So leave Sir Hanish's domain and settle your differences with Melota elsewhere.
My quarrel is with everyone who helps Melota. And Hanush gave him refuge in Ratai.
I'm so tired.
Hanish's captain is Sir Melota's cousin. What did you expect him to do?
What she
That's
did?
no concern of
I
mine.
need a good scrap
It's really
to
very
cheer me
simple. Anyway, I don't claim to be a saint. It's all the same to me whether I'm plundering.
I think
Good scrap to cheer me up.
You know what? I think you're only here to buy time, while Bernard prepares to attack. Well, your time's running. Go back to Bernard and tell him I'll be waiting.
What are you doing place there?
Tired of life, are you?
Hey, all of you! Gather here! Raise the alarm!
To arms! Get over here!
kill you.
Raise it up! Watch out! Fall!
Who's that?
You call that? Over here! Where is everyone? Quick!
Looks like I found it. I better get back and report to Captain Bernard.
Good day.
I found that in
Ah,
Not really.
how many men did you...
About 15.
Shit. That won't be easy.
Wouldn't it be better to parley with them, sir?
Parley with robbers? You must be out of your mind.
Sir Hannes ordered me...
What are you trying to say?
I could go and parley with Wolflin.
Wolfland's a conceited. I'll give you a livery with my coat.
Thank you, Captain.
I hope so. Try and come back. See you later.
Well, I never. What? Mother of God! Hey!
Hey, you!
I'm Captain Burn.
Why should I?
I'm unarmed. You have my word.
Who do we have here?
Henry, I'm a
I know. So,
I heard some interesting tales about you. They say your family is cursed.
so Bernard's been telling those stories again. How my Oleshna cousins do love to gossip.
So your father didn't have...
What? A twisted mouth? Aye. Looked like it was run over by a wagon.
What's that?
That my grand... And then that...
Why do you want to hurt the lords of Oleshna?
That bastard Melota stole villages that belonged to my father. I was in Poland when my father died, and Melota convinced everyone I was dead too.
But you came back then.
Aye. I came back. But Melota bribed the... So they think I rose...
I'm so hungry.
That's unfortunate. But surely the courts of the king wouldn't believe a story like that.
Maybe not. But the king's in captivity, and none of the nobles have time for courts.
We offer you safe conduct out of this domain if you leave everything you stole from Zahanish's subjects.
That's a very...
Never losing, robbing, fucking whores and boozing. Take the women, burn the village. Drink
Your quarrel is with Melota.
So?
So leave Sir Hanish's domain.
My quarrel is with...
Sir Hanish knows nothing about Melota's scheming. He offered a helping hand to a Christian in need, and for his pains, he has you pillaging his...
It's the times we...
You want justice? You think you deserve it?
What good would it...
If you leave voluntarily, I'll tell Sir Hanish about Melota's deception. He's not going anywhere in his current condition.
The devil take it. There's nothing here worth pillaging anyway.
And you'll leave the loot here?
We'll leave what's left. But better run along before Bernard loses patience.
Hey, you!
I'm Captain
Why should...
I'm unarmed. You have my word.
Who do we have?
Henry,
I know. So,
I heard some interesting... So your father...
what?
What's that?
That my grand... And then that...
Why do you want to hurt the lords of Oleshna?
That...
But you came back then.
Aye. So they think...
That's unfortunate.
Maybe not. But the king's in captivity, and none of the nobles have time for courts.
We offer you safe conduct out of this domain if you leave everything you stole from Sir Hanish's subjects and pay 60 groschen in compensation.
That's a very generous offer. But tell me, why should I accept?
Your quarrel is with Milotta, not with Bernard. And certainly not with Sir Hanush, whose estates you're pillaging.
So?
So leave Sir Hanish's domain and settle your differences with Milotta elsewhere.
My quarrel is with everyone who helps Milotta. And Hanush gave him refuge in Ratai.
Sir Hanush knows nothing about Milotta's scheming. He offered a helping hand to a Christian in need, and for his pains, he has you pillaging his lands and murdering his subjects.
It's the times we live in.
You want justice? You think you deserve it? Then you should behave with honor yourself and leave here.
What good would it do me?
If you leave voluntarily, I'll tell Sir Hanush about Milotta's deception. He's not going anywhere in his current condition, so we'll get to the truth in the end.
The devil take it. There's nothing here worth pillaging anyway.
I'm gonna get soaked.
All right.
What else is there to do?
Accept your offer. Tell your captain we'll move on.
Don't forget to leave the loot and 60 groschen, too.
There's no denying you're a good negotiator, lad. Oh well. No doubt we'll find easier pickings elsewhere. Better run along before Bernard loses patience.
Now it's your turn. What did you do before? Why, I made candles for a monastery. What? You hear that, lads?
Yeah.
What's the matter, laddie? Need to shit?
Hey, who's there? Who's there? Have we lost them? Well, I never. God save you! God be with you.
I've just come back from Wolfling, Captain.
And in one piece, I see. That's something at least, but I doubt you achieved anything.
I talked them into moving out. Not only that, but they left all their loot and 60 groschen too, as compensation.
I can hardly believe it. That turned out a lot better than I expected. The coin is for Sir Hanush, I expect.
Naturally.
Well then, take the money and ride to Ratai. In the meantime, we'll break camp and make sure those bastards keep their part of the bargain.
Right, Captain. I'll be on my way.
And Henry, nice work. Bye.
Here's your share.
My share of what? What the hell are you on about?
Well, that thing with Thomas, somehow his ring ended up with us.
Thomas? Who's he?
That bastard of a foreman at the mill in Edgecott, where you got us the job.
Are you out of your tiny mind? If anyone finds out you robbed him, we'll all be fucked.
Take it easy. It wasn't theft exactly. We all know he stole that ring himself. So if it comes out, he'll be in the shit too. He'll keep his mouth shut.
There. Satisfied?
Where'd you find someone willing to buy and not ask too many questions?
It wasn't easy. Then Fritz thought of Andrew.
Andrew?
The innkeeper here. They say all sorts of things about him.
And how did it go with him?
Well, first he didn't seem too keen. When he saw the ring, he bought it off us. Actually, I'm not surprised. After all, we'll spend all the money on booze here anyway.
What now? What will you do next?
Now that you mention it,
Out with it then.
I can't help myself. It's force of habit.
So good that you punched a novice in the mouth.
Exactly. We broke our backs working,
While you eyed up.
and they drove us out. The only worthwhile thing we did recently was give that wastrel a thrashing, take it...
I'm not sure.
And where's that? No one in the... And if we knock some thief over the head in the woods, or ambush some wagon with supplies for Sigismund's soldiers, I won't...
It's still robbery.
Wake up, for Christ's sake! It's war! They skewered your parents, didn't they?
You know I do.
And now, there's a herd of swine ransacking Skalitz. Those fuckers are trampling over the...
It's not right.
I can't let it go, Hal. Even if I have to do it on...
You won't be alone.
I knew...
I was wondering.
No, you...
Well... I'd like you to...
Certainly.
I'd like to hope.
All right.
Isn't that. What about.
Well now. Agreed. Jesus, what?
So?
Well, I thought Andrew the Ink best ask Fritz. He sorted out selling the ring.
Alright.
Good luck then.
Good day to you.
How's trade?
Around here? The ones who've got it worst are them at the Neuhof stud farm.
Coming.
Getting...
Listen, innkeeper. I hear you have some game.
Aye, we have... No?
Got it for you right here.
Oh, come now. Let's not lie to each other. I know very well you sell poached game here.
Oh, you do?
I've seen a bit of the work.
Even so, I don't...
I've heard there are poachers in the area.
Ah, you should have... But before I tell you anything, I'll have to put you to the...
Fair enough.
At the stud farm near here, there's a stable hand.
And what's that got to do?
If you'd stop interrupting, you might find out. Anyway, he's so full of himself
I'm with you. If I could...
that you're not completely useless. That's right.
Have you seen a worn out...
She disappeared yesterday and hasn't been back since.
Oh.
They say it looks like a butcher's yard.
If I wanted to rob...
I'm not interested. Farewell.
Hey,
I hear you've got a plan to fleece the local...
be nice, wouldn't it? Otherwise we soon won't have a...
And the innkeeper here could...
Exactly.
So what's the problem?
He reckons we're not up to it. You should try and talk him into it. Oh, and tell him...
Do you know how I might set up...
Mention money.
That's all.
Aye. Take care.
Mother of God!
Hold out of the tower. Catch hold of the rat-eye bailiff. And he will face Yira of Benishon. Full kidnap.
The Lord be praised. What brings you to me?
I have news from the camp, Sir Hannes.
Speak.
I persuaded Captain Bernard to let me parley with Wolflin.
Bernard agreed. I'm surprised.
So was I. I promised Wolflin safe conduct out of your territory on condition he leave all the loot he took and pay 60 groschen in compensation.
Well done. It will take Bernard a while to get over his disappointment at not being able to get revenge. I must say, Henry, after all that's happened...
So am I, sir.
And I think you deserve...
Thank you, sir.
God be with you.
What are you here for?
How's your husband?
His suffering is over.
I'm terribly sorry.
I suppose it wasn't God's will. God be with you.
Greetings.
Good luck then.
Let's talk about...
We're getting... See now.
Have a look at these cucumbers. They'll stay firm all
Young
winter.
master,
Buy 'em before
the good
someone else
Lord
does.
in his infinite... I see a maid. I see twinkling eyes. And hear tinkling. It is.
Thank you.
I thank you, good...
I'll be with you.
Cucumbers. Lovely cucumbers. Asparagus and prunes.
God be with
Farewell.
Can we do some...
Well,
What do you say?
aye.
Caraway...
can't. I just can't.
Are you Rappator by...
Pardon me?
No, but I'm hoping to change...
Um...
It'll only take a moment. I know you buy Quicksilver for those counterfeiters. None.
Of course, of course.
So?
No, I give up.
So, are you ready to talk?
I will. I will. What do you want from me?
Tell me where the... Don't worry. Your master won't be... That doesn't narrow...
On the eastern side of Skullet's Hill.
Who is your lord?
Sir Yezhek of Ronov. That's what he calls himself, although Ronov can't.
What happened?
Ronov.
Why?
But Vincent had descendants. Ronov only fell, all because Vincent had refused to... Sir Yezhek led a...
I think I've heard enough. Yes?
I don't want to hang.
Ah, you're not worth taint.
Greetings. Take care.
God bless you.
I'd like to enroll.
All right. As long as you...
Of course.
What's your name?
I'm Henry.
I'll make a note of. And I need to know what...
Short sword and...
Good.
The first combatant will be Henry of Skalitz from the company of Sir Radzig Kobyla. And he will face Alder Fryer, a man-at-arms from Sir Divish of Townboat's garrison. Let us wish the combatants luck. And this very first bout will afford plenty of entertainment. Our combatants will demonstrate their skills with short sword and shield. And now's the time to choose weapons for the next duel. We will witness a duel with longswords. The first combatant will be Stephen of Deliverance, spearman in the company of Sir Radzig Kobyla, who will measure his skills against Henry of Skalitz from the company of Sir Radzig Kobyla. Let us wish the combatants luck. And this very first bout will afford plenty of entertainment. Our combatants will demonstrate their skills with short sword and shield. change weapons for the second bout. The combatants will engage in a duel with warhammers and shields. Skills in this round and emerge victorious, he shall proceed to the next round of the Ratai Tourney. The first combatant will be the victor of many previous tourneys and a combatant today too, Peter, called Black Peter, who will measure his skills against Henry of Skalitz, from the company of Sir Radzig Kobyla. Let us wish the combatants luck. All is prepared for the first duel. Our combatants will demonstrate their skills with short sword and shield. The second bout will surely be no less exciting. This one may decide the winner. The combatants will engage in a duel with warhammers and shields. Ladies, good men and good wives, you have just witnessed the final duel in today's Ratai Tourney, for which we all owe gratitude to Sir Hanush of Laipa. All glory to the victor, Henry of Skalitz, man-at-arms in the company of Sir Radzig Kobyla. His prize will be given to him by our gracious Sir Hanush.
did it in the end, Henry. No doubt you're well satisfied.
I certainly am.
Good luck, then.
Salt, yeast.
Young man. Alas, young man, make restitution for all.
Thank you. Here's your coin.
I thank you.
God be with you.
Take care.
Have a look at these cucumbers. They'll stay firm all winter.
Good health to you. Take care now.
Can we do...
Well,
What do you say?
you won't. Aye.
Fresh bread. Come and get.
Asparagus for the crispy half. Cucumbers for the
Henry, I'm glad you came. Well, finally, I've had quite a wait.
Why do you want to talk to me, of all people?
You brought me here. You should consider it an honor.
If hanging around in a damp dungeon with a condemned man is your idea of honor...
You're not seeing the bright side. You can be the one who uncovers a conspiracy against the king for your master. You don't get an opportunity like that every day. It did cross my mind, though, that it might be nice to get some assurances for my cooperation. After all, I'm the one the Margrave unjustly declared the scourge of the land and expelled from Moravia. They even pulled my beautiful castle down. It was the necessity of making a living that forced me to take some liberties.
Do you really want to question the authority of the Margrave?
I've always been loyal to the crown, but what can I do when the Margrave stole my fief?
That's not why we're here. I don't care about your conflict with the Margrave. It's your crimes against the king I'm worried about. The king you say you've always been so loyal to.
Very well, ask me anything you want. I won't be obstructive.
What I want to know most of all is who's behind it. Who are you making those forgeries for?
Do you think I couldn't have handled it all myself?
I'm not trying to insult you. It's just not a job one man could do alone.
All right, the way it began was I was short of coin, as usual. So I let those crimps in Sasau recruit me.
Recruit you into what?
I didn't inquire too much. In this business, you don't ask too many questions. But when they found out I wasn't just anybody, they put me in charge of the counterfeiting. A foreigner by the name of Eric gave me instructions. But for sure, he isn't the chief. And there's someone highly placed at the monastery who's mixed up in it too. But I don't know who.
How did you come to hear of all this business?
I met some old friends in Colleen a few months ago, and they said they were heading for Sasau, that armed men were being recruited, and they'll hire anyone.
Old friends? Who were they?
Just a couple of brigands. We used to ambush the Margrave's messengers in Moravia together.
Nice friends you keep.
I was in dispute with the Margrave. A man in my position finds himself mixed up with all sorts.
And then what?
Rapota and I had been living off stale crusts for a month, so I wasn't going to turn down the chance of work, honest or otherwise. We rode to Sasau and met with the recruiters. It didn't take long to realize I was a nobleman fallen on hard times, not some common peasant.
Can you get to the point?
Well, they introduced me to this Eric, and he told me what was needed. They set up the workshop, got the men, the supplies, everything.
Crimps? You're telling me this Eric is recruiting armed men in Sasau?
Well, it seems so. I was giving the recruiters some of the coins to do it. The fake ones, of course.
Where can I find the recruiting gang?
That's tricky. It was my friends who led me to them. We met with them in the woods next to Sasau. It's about who you know, as always.
You said you gave them money.
They'd ride to the mine gallery to see me. I don't suppose you'd find...
This Eric, you reckon he's not the one in charge?
He puts on airs, but he's just a naive young pup. And he's always going on about his lord, though he never mentioned it.
Where can I find this Eric?
He used to come to the workshop unannounced. And after what's happened...
This highly placed person at the
I've no idea who he is, only that he's no small fry. After all, he handles...
I see.
No, he was supposed to supply me with materials too, but he...
That'll do me for the moment.
Will you put in a word for me with Sir Radzig? I'll swear allegiance to him if he'll have me.
I can try, but I can't promise...
Flour, egg, salt, yeast. Let it bake a bit.
Damn.
So what have you learned?
All sorts of things. There's some foreigner called Eric behind the counterfeiting ring, And someone highly placed at the monastery.
The monastery? Really?
That's what Yezhek claimed.
So it's worse than I thought. If this is true, we'll have to proceed with the utmost caution.
Why? Can't we just go to the monastery to investigate?
No. If the church is truly involved, I have no authority.
But if someone at the monastery is perpetrating crimes against the crown...
True enough. Why don't I go and arrest King Sigismund of Luxembourg while I'm about it? He's committed a crime or two as well. I'll have to think about it. It won't be an easy nut to crack. I'll have to consult with Hanush.
I don't know, but he's recruiting armed men in Sasau and forming an army.
Damn! So it looks like...
It most certainly wasn't, sir. And what's more, Sir Yezhek...
You should return to Sasau and take a closer look at those recruiters.
It might not be as straightforward as that.
You'll have to manage somehow, my lad. Don't tell me that...
I think I know where I could ask. I helped at the infirmary in Sasau, and there was a wounded man...
Good. Whatever you do, be careful, Henry. What we want is for the crimps to take you for just another
All right, sir.
I know I'm asking a lot of you.
Sir, there's one more thing. Sir Yezhek went with me without resistance, because I promised him he could come to an agreement with you.
My boy, my boy. You make promises in my name? That could turn out very badly for both of us. But, if it can prevent bloodshed, why the hell not? We may well come to some arrangement after all, but I can't say yet what will become of him. You'd better run along.
As you command, sir.
What the hell was that?
Hey, you've no business here. Clear off, or you'll be sorry. Come on.
Hey, who's there? What are you doing here?
God save you, Henry!
Sir, I won the...
I know! You beat them all! You're a true warrior, Henry. Really. Even here, I have something for you. I had it made just for you.
It's very kind of you, sir. I went to Parley.
So how did that go?
I convinced him to take it.
Really? Don't be so modest.
Yeah.
What do you... God be with you.
If you don't stop saying that my cleavage there.
You could at least dress decently. But...
God be with you.
Hey, you there. Are you gonna hang around here gaping like a stuffed squirrel all day and night? If you can't pay for a bath, hey, you there. Are you gonna hang around here gaping like a stuffed squirrel all day and night? No. If you can't pay for a bath, clear off. Hey, you there. What are you gaping at? Are you gonna hang around Have you paid? Like a stuffed squirrel all day and night? If you can't pay for a bath, clear off.
Can you hear me? Looking for someone? Greetings. Good luck then.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, lad!
Oh, Henry.
Don't you want a little wager on the Rat-Aid tourney?
Wouldn't you like to...
It's a bit late now. We'd be coming.
Welcome, Henry.
What the...
Someone there?
Well,
Hey!
God be with you, lad. What can...
Master Fayfar.
Did he?
I do the best.
That's good, because this is...
How can I help with...
Sir Radzig may make light of it, but a large quantity of silver has been discovered.
You really think someone could be stealing the silver from the mines?
It certainly would. Which is why I'd like you to go and check out not only...
Is that the yard?
That's the one. I don't know what's...
A silver store?
I doubt it.
You said mine
Boy, there's such a maze there that it would take a week to crawl through the place.
Why just that one?
Because I was expecting to find a scene there. All the indicate...
What about these water...
A stamping mill and washing troughs. They're on the bend in the river below the castle. You can't miss them.
Should I be expecting...
Well, I definitely wouldn't treat the job like a visit to church on Sunday. You could find yourself facing that pack of hungry dogs trailing the army. Or a band of...
I see. Well, I'd say there's real grounds for your forebodings. I heard from one...
I knew it. That bastard Namoy and his cronies.
The lot of them? How many are there?
Yes. You're quite right. It'll be enough to...
So I should look in the mine, and if anyone's there and I...
Exactly. But proceed with caution. The punishment for stealing the king's silver is burning at the stake.
That's all clear. I'll get going.
Goodbye.